And hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. And in this video, we are going to build our first LLM chatbot using Python, and we will keep everything very simple and beginner friendly. No UI, no framework, just pure logic. Okay. So let's start. So before starting, I want you to tell you that you have to create one folder, like I created day one LLM chatbot. Okay. And after that, you should create a virtual environment, like it's created here. And now I will activate my virtual environment. So let me activate my virtual environment. Let's activate. I guess I typed wrong. So now my virtual environment is activated. And after that, what you have to do, you have to download that requirement. So what requirement is here? So grok and python.env. Okay. So you can either you can install this library module one by one. Either you can install directly using requirement.txt, and it's a good practice to install like that. Okay. So how I'm going to install that? If install uh, txt. So now already these all libraries are installed. That's why it's showing the requirement all is satisfied. So now let's jump to the code, and I will explain you that code line by line so that you can understand easily. And you can also build the chatbot. Okay. So now first I'm importing OS module, and we will use it to read environment variable. This is how we securely store API key. And in next line from grok import grok. So here I'm importing grok client. The client allow our Python code to communicate with the AI model. From where I got API key. Okay. And in this next line from .env import load.env. So here I'm importing load.env. This help us to load secret value from .env file. Okay. And this line of code is load all environment variable from the .env file. Okay, this way how our API key stays secure. Okay, you can in .env file you can keep any API keys. Okay, so not only Grok API key. Okay, and this line call all environment variable from the .env file. And the next line is API dot os dot get env grok API key. Okay, so now I'm reading the API key from the environment variable. Okay, and in this line it's showing that if the key exists, okay, if the key will be exist here, then it will show that key, and if the key will be not exist here, then it will throw an error that grok API key not found. Please set it in .env file. Okay, so and this is a good practice of real world project. Okay, and in the next line here we are creating the grok line. You can think of this as a logging into the AI system using our API key. And then again we are printing simple LLM chatbot. Please type exit to quit. Okay, so it tells us how to exit the chatbot. Okay, that's why we will show that message. Type exit to quit that chatbot. Okay, and now we are using while loop. Why we are using while loop here? So it's an infinite loop. It keeps the chatbot running until the user decide to exit. Okay, and the next line here we take the input from the user, and the .st function remove the extra space from that user input. And the next line, if user input dot lower equal to exit. Okay, print goodbye. So what this line is going to do? So here we check if the user type exit, we use dot lower function, so it can work in any case. For example, uh, if the user will type capital exit or camel case exit, then our code will understand that the user want to exit that chatbot. Okay, and in this line, if not user. Okay, if the user will not type anything. Okay, if the user will place the enter without typing anything, it will show a warning and ask them to type again. Okay, please type something. So this is about the loop. Okay, and now in this line, okay, that AI call will be there, and it's an important part of our chat. Okay, so just try to understand this line of code. Okay, so now we use a try block. Okay, this prevents the program from crashing if something goes wrong. Okay, and the next line, that response client dot chat dot completion dot create. So what this line is going to do? This line send the user message to the AI model. This is where the chat would actually talk to the LLM. And in next line, we are calling the model. Okay, we can select any model, but here we are going with LLM 3.3 version. Okay, it's a meta open source LLM model. That's why we are going to use this. And if you will come to the next line, you can see that message role user content. So here we send the message in the chat format. The role tell the AI who is speaking. Okay, and if you will see here, temperature equal to 0.7 and maximum token 300. So temperature control creativity, and a value 0.7 give a balanced response. And the next line, max tokens. So it will decide the length of AI responses. Okay, if I will write 100 maximum token, then it will limit the AI response length. Okay, and if you will come to the next line, that bot reply. Okay, this line. Okay, so this line extracted the AI reply from the response. Okay, and in the next line, that is print bot reply. Okay, so now we simply print AI answer in the terminal. Okay, you can write anything here. You can give anything your name. If you want to write your name with AI, then you can replace this. Okay, it won't be there. And our next line, this is if our next line is explaining if any error happen, we catch it and show a clear message instead of crashing. Okay, so this message will show that. So now here it is the full LM chatbot, and this is CLI. So I will save it, and I will show you how this chatbot is going to work. Let me run this code first. Python app.py, and now see it's showing error that grok API key not found. Please set in. Okay, so that's why we written this code. If, for example, if this code is not there, we can get confused, or why if this code is running but not getting anything. Okay, so that API key is missing here. So now we are going to set up that API key. So set up that API key, you have to come on that Grok website. Then again, you have to click free API key, and here you have to sign in first, and then you can generate API key here. So it's loading now, and I will create API key now here. Just give a minute. This code is running. So now I will create API key. For example, day one LLM. Okay, I wrote like that. Day one LLM or chatbot. So you just have to write a name, and then you can select expiry date. Okay, so I'm gonna select a custom expiry date for that code. So I will select 12, and then I will generate my API key here. Okay, and then I will set up that API key. Uh, Now that it's taking a time because of I guess internet issue, and it's just verifying now. So just be in that video. So now that API key is going to create it, and I will select that API key. Till that API key is created, I will show you that playground. Okay, like how many models are present. You can use any models from here. Okay, you can use these all models in your chatbot like Queen, Panoply Lab, okay, Grok, Llama, Meta Llama. Okay, these all models are present. You can use it, and you can build a lot of chatbot. Okay, so I guess that API key is created here. I will copy this API key, and I will paste that API key. But make sure you don't have to expose your API key. Okay, but I'm doing there just because I mean after recording this video I will delete my API key. So you just try to you just always use your API key. And now I set up that API key. Now again I will run that code Python app.py. So now our simply chatbot typing this to quit. Now I will write in message hi, and now this chatbot will give answer. Now you can see here it's nice to meet you. If there's something I can help you, so I will say now explain LLM, and now it will give answer. So this is the about LLM or large language model. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you like this video. And now see, this is our first LLM chatbot. Let's take a user input, send it to the AI model, and print the response. So, and in next video, we will improve this chatbot with system prompt and personality. And thanks for watching, guys. Okay, all right.